My name is Jim, Cisco Jim, and I'm Cisco Jim singing cowboy. I've been a docent here at the state park since about 1994. Sometimes I bring my horse down here. Well, I haven't done that for a few years. There's a story behind that one too. We had a wreck, and it resulted in the park deciding they don't want any large animals. Darn, just when I was going to bring my elephant. You come to town to see the elephant, did you? Well, you know, there's a lot of cowboys came to town to see the elephant, and they went back broke. Let's see, which one do I want to do for you? Es el amor mariposa. This is an old vaquero song. Es el amor mariposa que en la salida del sol extiende sus alas blancas y vuela de flor en flor. Es el amor de Hidro que busca su nuevo placer y manda sus dulces cantos a la primera que ve. Por eso, morena mía, cuando te vi, y si te dije que te quería con frenesí, y si mi negra me dice lo que yo sé, verás que felices vamos a ser, vamos a ser. Es el amor mariposa. Love of the butterfly love. These songs came up with the early colonists in California, and they brought the songs and the music that they knew, and they would sing them here, or they would write their own music along those same lines. But in Mexico, songs evolved, or music evolved differently. And so by the time we get to the 20th century, most of those songs that we know of as Californio songs had been forgotten in Mexico. However, when I traveled in Spain, I played some of these songs and they knew them. They were the same songs that they considered their early folk songs. Here's El Capotín, the raincoat. Yo soy firme para amarte y constante el querer, que trabajos hace un hombre cuando quiere una mujer. You know, those other guys, they're not like me. I'm solid in my desire for love. Those other guys, it's a lot of work for them. You know, they go out and they have problems when they look for a woman. Yo soy firme para amarte y constante el querer, que trabajos para un hombre cuando quiere una mujer. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que esta noche va a llover. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que será al amanecer. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que esta noche va a llover. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que será al amanecer. ¡Uy! trabajos hace un hombre cuando empieza a enamorar? Todavía se emborracha y se acuesta sin cenar. ¿Qué trabajos hace un hombre cuando empieza a enamorar? Todavía se emborracha y se acuesta sin cenar. You know, it's a lot of work going out there. They work so hard at it, but they don't do so well because they get drunk. They drink all the wine and they get drunk. Then they come home late and they miss out on their dinner. They're not like me. I have a raincoat. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que esta noche va a llover. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que será al amanecer. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que esta noche va a llover. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que será al amanecer. No me mates, no me mates, con pistola ni puñal. Mátame con tus ojitos o esos labios de coral. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me with a pistol or a knife. But you may slay me with your sweet eyes and your coral red lips for life. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que esta noche va a llover. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que será al amanecer. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que esta noche va a llover. Con el capotín, tin, 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 que será al amanecer. Yeah, thank you. Talk about your farms and your Chinaman's charms. Talk about your silver and your gold. A cowboy's life is a very dreary life, just riding through the heat and the cold. Early every morning you can hear the boss say, "Get up, boys, it's breaking of day. Time for to rise through the sleepy little eyes and your bright dreamy nights passed away." Talk about your farms and your Chinaman's charms. Talk about your silver and your gold. A cowboy's life is a very dreary life, just to ride through the heat and the cold. When springtime comes, double hardship has begun. The rain's so fresh and so cold, we almost freeze from the water on our clothes, and the cattle you can scarcely hold. Well, talk about your farms and your Chinaman's charms. Talk about your silver and your gold. A cowboy's life is a very dear life, just riding through the heat and the cold. A cowboy's life is a very dreary life. Some say it's free from all care, but it's rounding up cattle from morn till night in the middle of the prairie so bare. I used to roam around, but now I stay at home. Cowpunchers, take my advice. Set your saddle and your bridle, quit your roving and your traveling. Marry you a pretty little wife. Well, talk about your farms and your Chinaman's charms. Talk about your silver and your gold. A cowboy's life is a very dreary life, just a riding through the heat and the cold. Just a riding through the heat and the cold. Just a riding through the heat and the cold. Just a riding.
Yeah.
That's an old song. I don't have a date on it. It's anonymous. It came out of the trail driving days. So I love doing all this research in old songs. That one's called "A Cowboy's Life."
So most of the songs you do from 1800s period? Or?
When I'm here, I try to do only songs that existed during the time period that we're representing. So I can do things as early as the time period of the vaqueros, the missions, all the way up to 1890, because that's how old the saloon is. I can tell you when they were written, things of that sort. There's one that I like to do called Blue Mountain, which was written, actually I found out later, it was written around 1915, right around in there, but Fred Keller wrote it. He was a judge in Utah, and eventually he wrote down this song to kind of talk about his experiences, and anyway, I'll play this for you.
All right.
It's called Blue Mountain. My home was in Texas. My past you must not know, for I seek a sanction from the law where the sage and the pinon grow. Blue Mountain, your azure deep, Blue Mountain with sides so steep, Blue Mountain with horsehead on your side, you've won my heart for to keep. I chum with Latigo Gordon, I drink at the Blue Goose Saloon, and I dance at night with those Mormon girls, and I ride home beneath the moon. Blue Mountain, your azure deep, Blue Mountain with sides so steep, Blue Mountain with horsehead on your side, you've won my heart for to keep. I trade with Ma at his store. There's bullet holes in the door, and his calico treasure my horse will measure when I'm drunk and I'm feeling sore. Blue Mountain, your azure deep, Blue Mountain with sides so steep, Blue Mountain with horsehead on your side, you've won my heart for to keep. In the summer the wind doth wail, in the winter the sun doth pale, but say there, brother, if you need a mother, there's Ev on the old Chuck Trail. Blue Mountain, your azure deep, Blue Mountain with sides so steep, Blue Mountain with horsehead on your side, you've won my heart for to keep. You've won my heart for to keep. Yeah, thank you. Well, old Fred Keller, he was a working cowboy back in the 1880s. Eventually became a judge in Monticello, Utah. Throughout that song, he tells his own story as well as the story of Monticello. There's a line there, my home was in Texas, my past you must not know. There were a lot of fellers that came north out of Texas and other parts of the West in order to escape the law, in order to create a new life for themselves. And life was hard back then, and you had to live by your wits and the events that life, the chances that life threw towards you. It was easy to become an outlaw for little reason. There's a line in that song about shopping at Mon's store with the bullet holes in the door. His calico treasure my horse will measure when I'm drunk and I'm feeling sore. There's a well-known story in the town where a cowboy got drunk and went up to Mon's store and grabbed a bolt of fabric and started riding down the street, and all the Indian women would come out with their knives and they'd cut off a piece, and that's what they meant by his calico treasure my horse will measure. a lot of those things within the songs, of the cowboy songs, are based on true events. And so that's a great song for sharing true events. It's a lot of fun researching these old songs and playing them for people. That's what I like to do.
Cool. Sounds good. I think that's
okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure.